All right, we are bringing Jesse Huila back in. I want to talk about just how quickly things can change, especially in a river situation, and especially down there in the hill country. We talked about how it's a unique situation, the way that the terrain makes it unique, all the water coming together. But I think there's a lot of folks out there who can't comprehend, fathom that a river can rise so much, so fast.
It's an unimaginable amount of water that comes out of these thunderstorms. And when we're talking, so again, the hill country area, about 1 trillion gallons of water, 1 trillion gallons of water. It's an unimaginable number fell in those areas. And I'm going to talk about this. So if you look here, what makes the Texas hill country, first of all, we need to understand this part of it, so prone to flooding is they get very intense rainfall. Just all across the state of Texas, we have so much moisture available for thunderstorms this time of the year, and rainfall rates can exceed easily 2 to 3, 4+ inches per hour, and that obviously triggers flash floods. The steep terrain in the Texas hill country, all of that torrential rain runs downhill really fast, and it overwhelms area creeks and rivers abruptly. The water has to go somewhere, and it gets right into those area creeks, and that's where you start to see the rise. Also, the soils aren't really good at kind of taking in this water or absorbing it. So the soil type in that area, a lot of it is sandy, clay, and loam. This terrain doesn't absorb rain very well, and it leads to even faster runoff. You have an extreme amount of water. For an example, 6 inches of rain over a 10 square mile area is about the equivalent of 1.6 billion gallons of water. That's an unfathomable amount of water. Again, about 1.6 billion gallons of water. If you have 6 inches of rain over a 10 square mile area, expand that out to an even larger area, that number goes up. And again, that water has to go somewhere, so it rushes into the river from runoff and other channels that lead into the river, and that swells and that river starts to stack vertically. We showed you that time lapse, how you can just see the river start to go up extremely fast in a short amount of time, and that's where you get the term flash flood, because this happens in an instance. Flash flood watches are still in effect for much of the Texas hill country right now through 10 o'clock, because there are still some really heavy pockets of rain falling across parts of Travis County, then deeper into the hill country. You see some of that rain breaking up a little bit here this evening, which is great news. Back home, we've had some spotty rain. DBU right now is at 85, feels like 91. The high today at DFW, again, another shockingly not hot day here in North Texas for July. 94 the normal, 85 was the high today. That's the temperature now out of DFW with winds out of the south at 10 miles an hour. We have a pretty clear radar picture here in North Texas. Yeah, there are a couple of sprinkles out there, especially east of the Metroplex. A lot of the rain has really pressed back down and kind of fizzled out down into central Texas. So for us in North Texas, we expect us to stay just a couple of showers. That's it, here or there for the rest of tonight. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy skies tonight. A mostly cloudy Monday. There's 7 o'clock in the morning. We get into the midday hour. There again is the chance for some more spotty rain, couple rumbles of thunder. No severe weather, though, in our forecast for North Texas. The highest concentration of rain southwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth area Monday afternoon. We'll see a scattering of showers, couple rumbles of thunder, some pockets of heavy rain, kind of like today, where we have most of the rain through about early afternoon. And by late afternoon and evening, we're left with just a couple of sprinkles around the area. That's Monday night. We're clear. Monday night into Tuesday, the next chance for some spotty showers and some pockets of heavy rain as we get into Tuesday afternoon. A lot of that rain, again, it's going to be scattered. It's not widespread. 30% coverage is what we're expecting Monday and Tuesday, at least in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Higher coverage off to the southwest for Monday. Wednesday, another chance for some showers. Tuesday, pretty low shot. And then Friday, the summertime high pressure builds back in. That'll dry us out. It'll also heat us up, too. Tonight, 75, warm and muggy with light winds tonight. Tomorrow, 90 degrees, warm and humid, light winds. It'll be a mostly cloudy day with scattered rain, a couple thunderstorms, but nothing severe. The 14-day forecast, we're back into the middle and upper 90s by the end of next week. And Saturday, we'll be at 96. Overall, still no triple digits over the next 2 weeks, and you can see we're pretty unsettled for much of this upcoming work week. But again, no severe weather is in our forecast for the work week. Beyond that, high temperatures in the mid-90s, some upper 90s. Rain chances remain fairly low for the second half of the 14-day forecast, Teresa.